Hi guys, I'm Booger. Welcome aboard. Okay, I went to a friend's house the other day and she made this ridiculous thing. So I figured I'd try the thing in the thing. So why not? I've got some asparagus and I got the puff pastry and we're gonna do it exactly according to the recipe. I'm gonna put the recipe down because it's an oven recipe, but I'm gonna do it in the air fryer. Why not? So let's grab one of these and see what happens. Chin chin. All right, are we ready? Okay, so of course the paddle's out of there because we're making a tart, a little pizza kind of thing. So I've trimmed my asparagus and washed it and all that stuff, so that's ready. I'm gonna put the real recipe, the oven recipe, down in the description. So I'm gonna do my best to conform it to cook it in here, because the recipe tells you to roll out your puff pastry and then freeze it for 5 minutes, and it just doesn't make sense to me. So I've let it sit at room temperature. I'm just gonna lay it in there, and that's all there is to it. I'm not gonna roll, I'm not gonna freeze, but like I said, I'm gonna put the recipe down so you can, figure it out and do it properly. This is the air fryer way. Okay, so it tells you to make like an indent on the side, whatever that means. I'm just gonna slice across it, maybe just to build they want you to do a crust kind of thing. So just pretend you did that. It's a plastic knife or salad. It's actually a lettuce chopper thingamajigger. I say thingamajigger a lot. Sorry guys. Okay, and it says to poke some holes with a fork. So we're going to do that to let some air come out on the inside, not the square part. Okay, that's good. And that's a plastic fork. Okay. It says to brush the dough with some egg. That's one egg. And make sure you make a mess in there. Actually, we could do that and just spread it. Why not? That's what I'm going to do. That's a good idea, Booger. Look how bright and yellow that egg is. You know why? Because I have chickens out there. They are caged up. They have a nice run though, so I don't know. It's cage free. Is it? Well, no. What's the other term I'm looking for? Anyways, I'm getting distracted. But the fresh eggs are better than store-bought. So cover all of it with the egg as much as you can. Nothing to this, but it's so delicious. All right, with the recipe, it says a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese and 3/4 cups of Gruyere cheese. Now this is supposed to be cooked in a cookie sheet, and obviously this is smaller than a cookie sheet, so I'm going to ease up on the cheese just to, enough to cover that up. So I've got this much. You're supposed to keep half of it for the top. So this, we're going to do the bottom first. So I'm going to do half of this cheese, Parmesan cheese. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this lid off because it's bugging me. Oh, see how easy that was? Okay. Just so I can have more room to play with this. I could have shredded this in advance, but don't you want to see me do this? Here, I'm going to put it all in the center and then spread it out. Oh, that thing's difficult for myself. So, actually, that's pretty dang close to a 1/3 of a cup. I might not need both those pieces, so I'm going to wait. That's enough. Just spread the bottom on the inside of the square, they tell you, but who cares? Okay, so I'm going to switch to Gruyere, and I've got more Gruyere because it tells you 3/4 cups of Gruyere and a 1/4 cup of Parm, so I'm gonna do more of the Gruyere, and that shreds pretty easy. Like I said in the other video, in one of my videos, you can get Gruyere cheese by the deli for a nice block for $3 something, so it's not expensive, Lyle. I mean, if you get it at a Publix or in an expensive store, yeah, but Walmart has it, so why not? Okay, so we got that. Okay, that's enough. That's probably a little bit more than 1/3 of a cup. More than the Parmesan cheese. Let's just put it that way. Okay. It says red pepper flakes. So spread. If you don't like hot, don't put a lot. Sprinkle some of that on there. And then they tell you to put the asparagus on there. How am I going to do this? We're just going to lay them up like this. So everybody's covered. I'm going to put some this way. So nobody fights over the ends. You know what I'm talking about. My husband likes this piece right here. Excuse me. Alright, so I am going to use all that bundle of asparagus. Like, why not? Sorry about that. The red pepper flakes got to me. Hope you didn't miss me too much. Alright, so we got that. And we're going to finish with the Parmesan. Top it with some Parmesan. I got another chunk there, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Isn't this like crazy so far? I don't know. We'll try it. It's really good though, so I just wanted to see how this will work. And please use fresh Parmesan. I know that canned thing is a lot easier and cheaper, but once you've had the fresh Parmesan, you will never go back. I promise. Suddenly I'm Russian. Okay, so some gruyere. It's a cheesy, you know what I mean? It's a cheesy one. And vanilla, you can do this without the puff pastry. Just lay it all on a cookie sheet without that stuff. Or you could lay it on a cauliflower pizza dough, right, vanilla? Well, yes. We got some fresh cracked black pepper. Yeah, we got red pepper and we got black pepper. That's what the recipe says, and it mixes well and it goes well, so we're not gonna change it. Usually I like to change recipes, but not this one. It's so good. Alright, so that's it. We're ready to cook. And we need a lid. Yes. I was like, that thing looks weird. So what's going on? I'm missing something. Easy peasy. I'm gonna turn the bottom one on. And I'm gonna put this at a 2. I don't know why. Let's see if that works. Okay, we'll be back. All right, let's check the progress. It's about 10 minutes. Ooh, wow. Puff pastry's cooking pretty good. Sizzling. The recipe says 15 minutes in the oven at 400. So we're gonna leave it in there for 15 minutes. I think another 5 minutes ain't gonna hurt. So we'll be back. All right, we're at the 15-minute mark, and I'm gonna call that done. Wow. Look at that. It is gorgeous. It smells so good. I'm gonna let it sit there for a minute, let it cool and all that stuff, and then we're gonna do the hard process of taking it out of there. So we'll be back. So that wasn't too bad. I just had 2 spatulas and took it out. I mean, it's not. I took the lid off because it was easier to get it into. But I've got a lemon that I'm gonna zest over it. That's what it says to do. And it's cooled for 10 minutes, so we are ready to taste it. But I've got to take a picture first, so let me do that. So I've got a pizza cutter. I should have done this on the cutting board, but it's okay, because we're ready to taste it. Just to start it, that's the problem. Yeah, probably easier on a cutting board, guys, so I'm just going to cut the piece that I'm going to taste. So when you do it on a cookie sheet, it's a lot easier to cut. So when you take it out of the fryer, just put it on a cutting board. It'll make it easier. Okay. Whoa, important part there. Stay on there. It smells good. I know it's good. My friend Dawn made it for us, so I was like, oh God, his stuff is so delicious. Okay, I'm gonna need you right there. Okay, here it goes. Doesn't that look good? It's so good. That's enough heat. That red pepper and the pepper, that's enough heat. So if you're not crazy about spicy, I'd say don't do the pepper flakes, just do the pepper. But it's so good, you guys. Anyways, thank you, Dawn, for sharing this recipe with me. I'll have the real recipe down in the description. Show you how to do it in the oven, or you can do it in there. It's not a big deal. 15 minutes on number 2 and we're done. It's all right. See you later.